This is CX Air by Kinexica. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by logging into the tool. What this is going to allow me to do is upload data from my desktop, from a file system, into the cloud, into an environment where I'm able to analyse the data extremely easily using the CX Air Business Intelligence tool. To start off with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load a data source, which is a spreadsheet, which I've got on my desktop. So I've got some store data here, which I'm going to just allocate a name. Select the file off my desktop, click choose, and then follow this wizard through. So what's happening now is it's loading the file onto the server. It's now telling me the different columns that exist within that data, which I can choose to either include or exclude. It gives me a number of other options to change the data or change the data types, which I'm just going to default. It then identifies what fields are numbers and allows me to choose which ones I want to do calculations on. At that point, I just click Import Data. A few seconds later, I'm able to check to see whether or not my index is completed. So if I click this refresh button, status is complete. I can now analyse the data. The data is now loaded into CX Air as a search engine. As you can see, by clicking on the query button, I've now got 157,000 records that it's managed to find. Here's the data here. I'm now able to analyse that using a Google type query interface. So to start off with, let's just search for a product. It's a food product. I've found out of those 157,000, 17,000 matches. What I now want to do is I'm going to analyse by area name. So if I click on a heading here, it knows out of the data which areas exist that have chicken products. I'm going to select 5 of them. It's now narrowed the data down to 8,000 results. I can repeat this process on product description. In this instance, I'm going to actually rank the data, so it's now telling me which products have sold the most within those search results. Click Apply. I'm down to 2,446 records, extremely quickly, within seconds. What I can now do is I can export that data into CSV, I can export it into a Word document, into really whatever format I like. Alternatively, I can analyse the data using our crosstab functionality, build really nice dashboards, further query and analyse and filter the data, or use our Venn diagram application, which we'll show you later. Alternatively, you can save the query and go back to it at a later time, or publish it and send it to other users so they can actually look at the data themselves. I'll show you more in some later clips.